Looks like the SR1s will be moving in just a second. Yeah, let's see. I see a pace vehicle moving. Yep, here they come. They're moving back out of staging. It looks like we're going to have a brand new pace car coming out, which is not a car at all, but probably one of the prettiest Toyota Tacomas. Tacomas that we've seen in a long time. I just love the looks of this thing. Should be coming around the corner. There it is. The Toyota of Redlands, I believe, is the company behind providing this vehicle for us here this weekend and throughout the season. So, get this. I was just reminded by our boss, Lee Perfect, to remind everybody that's a brand new pace vehicle out there we haven't had here yet this weekend, courtesy of Toyota of Redlands.
The one you talked about earlier?
Like 10 seconds ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Just checking. So, yeah, that was Mike Seefeld Jr.'s name on the side of Bruce's car, so it's been racing in the Midwest.
Yeah.
And also John Fitzgerald's been racing that car, too. So that car's seen several championships.
Seefeld won the championship this year, yeah.
Yeah. Fitzgerald the year before that.
Which Seefeld came out of long time retirement to run this year. So here's our lineup. On the front row pole, Brandon Kilgore in the 35. Scott Webster outside of him in 442. Row 2. The fast 2 qualifiers here will be the Paul O'Brien on the inside in the 11 and Corey Weller on the outside in the 18. Row 3. Inside the 83 of Robert Gutierrez and Charles Etheridge in the 10. And I don't believe, he's there. For whatever reason, Chris Redden didn't trip the clock when they came out. So we'll be going to green this time by. Give them that pace lap. Wonder what statistic we could come up with to find out how much water was used here today. Even though we're not done yet.
1,000 gallons.
Oh, please. I'm probably going to go upwards of 100, 120,000. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Think about how, that don't look like a big tank, but think about how many gallons that is.
400? 500? That's probably 600-700 gallons.
Hey,
Lee.
Yeah, Lee would know. Lee, how many gallons is that water truck?
4,000.
4,000. Ha! Ha!
Okay. So I'm going to say then 15,000 gallons.
Oh, I'm still thinking you're low.
We'll figure out how many gallons.
Right at it. Green flag is out into turn 1. Already a ton of separation as they're going side by side, 2, 3, 4 wide. And we have got a driver out front with the pole shot already. Corey Weller, the perennial favorite, back in 4th.
Zach Kilgore there, the Branson's Resort machine.
Yeah, Brandon Kilgore with the whole shot. Paul O'Brien running in 2nd.
Scott Webster back there in that 42. Then we got Corey Weller. Is that the Honey Badger 2.0? So it looks like, how about this? That number 10, Charles Etheridge, that's usually the one that Jason drives. So very interesting.
But he hasn't for quite a while, though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying there's two old cars out there, so it's good to see.
Odd cards are scheduled to come out here next, right after SR1s.
Do love the way those things sound. Paul O'Brien in the 11, trying to chase down our leader, Brandon Kilgore. Webster got the orange frame. That car he sticks out there. And then, of course, Corey Weller in the 18.
These cars have gotten so fast that it seems like everybody plays the competition yellow.
120,000. Wow. Wow.
What did I tell you, brother?
That's a lot. That's just mind-blowing.
How far off was I?
10,000?
Yeah. $120,000.
I drank about 400 gallons today. This wind.
Man, I'm telling you, Brandon Kilgore is just outstanding here this afternoon.
On point.
Boy, Weller's working for it. She's having issues trying to find a way around.
Oh!
Webster.
O'Brien and Webster get tied up. O'Brien goes around. That's something that happens to him normally. That's going to put Corey Weller now into second place behind Kilgore. And wow, O'Brien on their way again, but looks like Webster tied up a little bit with Robert Gutierrez.
Well, now we'll see what Corey can do, because she was having issues getting around the two cars that were in front of her at one point, and now it's nothing but clean track between her and Kilgore, our leader.
Well, it's going to definitely come down to the competition caution. First, there goes Brandon Kilgore, that Branson Riverside resort there in Parker, Arizona.
Yeah, no point tearing up that car, Corey. Just ride it around.
Wait until that comp caution. Man, that drone was literally underneath that car.
Comp yellow looks like it's coming out next time by. I'm thinking Paul O'Brien, who should be running up front or a lot closer to front, he might have some sort of transmission issues because he's way down in the RPM range. Listen as he goes by. Well,
hard to tell on the comp caution. Yeah, I'll wait for the next one to get back on it.
But he's like really low in the RPM range, which is, whoa, is that a water truck that just went by? So for the first time this weekend, we're bringing out that beautiful Toyota Tacoma, courtesy of Toyota of Redlands, as our pace vehicle. We'll pick up the field and escort them around and bring it back to green in just a moment. So it looks like they're all there.
Well, it looks like they got them all stacked back up.
Yeah. Yesterday in practice and qualifying, Paul O'Brien was so fast. In fact, he was quicker than Corey. I think I'm pretty sure he set fast time yesterday. So I can't help but think there's some sort of drivetrain issue. I think just wasn't up in the RPM range. in that Toyota Tacoma. Pulls off the track, and Brandon Kilgore will take the green anytime he wants.
Oh, early on it. As he got to the top of the hill, he was on the gas there. Didn't want to give Corey an advantage whatsoever. Had to take her by surprise. Kilgore staying down low, off the leap he goes. He's going to dive down deep into this one here. Oh! Problem for Kilgore. Probably popped out of gear or something more major than that. He is totally off power. Oh, just a shocker. Corey Weller into the lead.
Yep. You think I got suckered? I may have got suckered about the first half of this race. Look who's running in third.
Yep, O'Brien. Not surprised with Paul. He's stalking his prey. Well, him and Webster tied up early on. And now we're moving again. Scott Webster trying to get back up into the back pocket of Corey Weller.
Well, if Paul O'Brien's going to do something, you better do it darn quick because we're going to be on 3 laps this time around. Whoa!
Oh,
just
Webster.
like that, Webster bikes up on 2 wheels, saves it in mid-turn, but loses a little bit to our leader, and Paul O'Brien's right there again!
Oh.
You know what? That had Dennis Anderson written all over it. Never lifted. Front wheels, back wheels, sideways, flip, roll over.
He's got a flat right rear.
And he's got more than that with the right rear. There's something major going on. I'll bet you money he bent something because, yeah, you're right about the flap, but it's also...
Yeah, some other components might be out of whack.
Yeah. But, man, hell of a job saving it. I think Feld Motorsports needs to contact this guy about going through monster truck driving school.
Now, are we doing some
tour.
monster trucks at Mid-America soon?
Oh, yeah, Dennis Anderson's bringing his stuff
We'll
up
have
there.
to sign him up.
Yeah. So there'll be 2 laps remaining this time around.
Got a new candidate for you, Dennis Anderson. Or should we say Todd LeDuc be scared?
I don't think he's got anything to worry about. Dude. Yep. I kind of thought Paul O'Brien had a shot at it, but he's actually fading back a little bit as the white flag is coming off this time by.
Yeah, he's losing power right now. O'Brien way off power. That thing's lugging now, like you said. Maybe whatever was wrong with the transmission early kind of freed up, and then it's doing it again, or...
Corey Weller's fast. She's getting faster as the race goes on. Her fastest lap was this last one with a 42.71. And O'Brien's was on lap 10 right before the rollover with a 49.5. So, and he's been slowing down ever since. So Corey's at it. One more turn to go down along that straightaway into that final bank turn. And I wonder what their trophy room looks like as she'll be adding to it. Corey Weller will take the win in round 6. Paul O'Brien will take second. As the rest of the field makes their way around, finishing the last spot on the podium will be Robert Gutierrez. So we're going to go and push Dave Arnold down the steps towards the stage. He'll interview the top 3 drivers in class, and we'll get ready for a little bit more track prep and the mod carts. The bad boys of the kart world coming up next.
Well, you missed the show behind you.
I want to watch it, yeah.
How you doing? Good, Robert. How you doing? All right, here they are. Well, Robert Gutierrez, here we got, first of all, K&N, $100 for you there. Gotta love that. Let's talk about the show out there, man. Boy, you got to watch it right in front of you.
Yeah, it was crazy. I had a pretty good view of it. I banged it. Well, turn 1, I hit my ignition switch, so I stalled the car. Was able to flip it, bump start it, and get back with them. And I just didn't want to get too far because I already knew they're the veterans, so they'll go on you. So I just had to keep in tow with them, and then they made a couple mistakes, and then me and Webster got tangled up. And then that was a little crazy and dicey, and then I seen him go over, so then I was just like, oh, shoot, okay, we got to go. Poor Kilgore was out, but then them, and then Paul comes from, yeah, it was action-packed. But just want to thank all you guys for coming out. Cynical Fab, he's my spotter, our Fab guy, Sam, Brandon, just all friends and family that had come and helped us put this together. You guys, of course, and yeah, thanks for being here again.
I can tell you had a good time.
Yeah. So
that smile says it all.
We can do 15 more laps. We just need fuel. So yeah, I've actually been fighting wiring issues all year in that car. So it's pretty nice to get a full race done. And there we go.
Anybody else you'd like to thank?
God, first and foremost, God, and then family.
Robert Gutierrez, everybody, give it up for that man right there, having a great time here. Great American Short Course. And Paul O'Brien, we're trying to figure out, we're watching, it's like the car a little slow at first, all of a sudden the speed came back, and then last couple laps just looked like you were just making it to the finish.
Yeah, I got a couple gifts. Scott and Brandon were flying, and it was slick, so you couldn't my nature is to always overdrive, so, you know, I'm not really great when it's slick. So I kind of messed up on that jump, came around a little bit, and then, you know, I tipped off the flagger, and he told me when to go on that restart, and I got a hell of a jump. I think I went right at the right time. But it was a good race. It was fun. You know, this track, it's pretty fun. It's a nice change-up. It's nice to get some jumps on the track, something that kind of feels like a double. So, you know, it's a nice change, and, you know, it's great that we're back here at Wild Horse.
Great to have you back, and of course, it's a lot closer to home for you.
Oh, it is. That definitely is. That helps a lot. But, you know, you know, the racing, these guys are doing a great job, and if they're going to expand the series next year, good for them.
Well, who'd you like to thank, Paul?
Got to thank my wife, first and foremost. Good old Wade, he saved us a spot. Weller Racing, you know, this is their class, and Jason got me parts on Thursday night, or I wouldn't be here today. So thanks to Jason, and, you know, everyone comes out, friends and family. Thanks for everyone to be here. It's hot as hell. Thanks for being here.
Paul O'Brien, everybody, congratulations. And wow, Corey Weller, not surprised, but I got to say, watching Brandon Kilgore and you guys are going at it, you know, it's like, man, where's Corey? Is she playing possum the first half of the race? And all of a sudden the second half, and you start pushing it.
Yeah, these cars throw a ton of roost, and I was like, oh, do I want to put 10 tear-offs or 20? And I chose 10, and that was the wrong choice. So it's crazy. You know, the first half of a race is always just kind of nuts. And, you know, I was like, I think I might just wait till the track dries out a little. I'm going to kind of just not push the issue here, and I'm going to go, but I'm not going to, like, go nutty. So I just kind of wanted to wait and see how it all played out. And you know, I was making mistakes, everybody else was making mistakes, and it just kind of so happened that at the caution, you know, I was right behind Brandon, and I'm like, all right, now we're racing, and went, and I'm sorry, something happened to him, he pulled off, I wish he hadn't, I was really looking forward to battling him, and I think Paul was right behind me, and we were going to have a really good race, so, you know, kind of bummed that happened, but excited that those guys came out. It's fun to have Kilgore and Webster out here and all their people. It feels like old times, and it's cool being up here on the podium with Paul. Him and I've been racing forever, so I'm always happy to be up here with him. And then this guy finally got rid of his bad luck. So now we just got to get number 17 out here tomorrow. So everybody that came out, it's really hot this weekend. I'm so happy to have an AZ race. It's so nice to be so close to home. All our family and friends are out here. Everybody at the shop that helped prep the car. Weller Racing, Demon Power Sports, Sparka's been with me forever. You know, I'm running Max's tires this whole weekend, and just a huge shout out to, by the way, Mike is here, my old Tilted Kilt sponsor and family friend, so it's cool to kind of have the gang all back together. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for you guys driving all the way out to AZ for us. Thank you.
Got to bring out that Pro 4 again. Tilted Kilt to the side of those who look good, that's for sure. But let's give it up for Robert Gutierrez. One more time, Paul O'Brien, and the First Lady of UTVs, Corey Weller, on top of the box.
Well, thanks a lot, Dave. Again, congratulations to those top three finishers in our Weller Racing SR1 division. There's nothing like the smile of Corey on the podium to light things up. There's no doubt about it. I don't care how muddy the race is or how dirty it is. Her smile, that grin, just lights up that podium. Getting ready now for... Okay, something's going on here. No, huh? We're supposed to have mod cards scheduled, which they are. They're in staging, ready to come out, but I'm looking at my screen, and all of a sudden it says Youth 1000. And I'm like, we're not starting all over again from scratch again this morning. Oh, no way. So, let's see if we can get the right screen up here for timing and scoring.